Hey guys. Okay, I'm feeling super duper inspired by my friend Charlene Hess right now. This woman, she's blowing my mind. She is also a coach, and her and I have so many things in common. And she just recently, on her Facebook page, you guys should go check it out, just blew it up. I'm so proud of her. I'm so inspired by her. She, like me, has had issues with disordered eating in the past and body dysmorphia and all of these things. And she just posted a live video yesterday about body dysmorphia and about all of these issues that come up around it, what women struggle with, what she deals with. Really, she just let it all out about how she feels about her own body, how she's felt in the past. It was incredible. She also, this is just so courageous, I think. She posted yesterday all of these videos in, doing yoga poses in her swimsuit or in her activewear. And they were all photos that she didn't like of herself, right? We all do this. We all nitpick to the nth degree our photos of our bodies, right? Especially in a swimsuit or especially doing some sort of athletic activity. And she took all of the photos that she didn't like, about her body, or that she thought she didn't like, and posted them. If that's not inspiring, I don't freaking know what is. If that's not flipping the script on how we talk about ourselves and how we look and how we feel about ourselves, I don't know what is. It is, she's just making me feel so empowered. And I just love this when somebody can actually take what it is that we all worry about and that we all think about and just expose it, right? And I talked about, a couple videos back about my struggle with bulimia for over a decade, on and off over a decade. And not having to deal with that now, but these ideas, these thoughts of body dysmorphia or these thoughts of how my body should look still plague me. And it's crazy because I think about, it's pretty much been my whole life that I have thought that my body should look something other than it is, which is insane because I've always been fit, I've always been healthy. But it's so crazy because you can be somebody who's naturally fit and naturally healthy. You can be somebody who is skinny like a model. You can be an athlete. You can be somebody who's overweight. And all of these body types are going to have issues with what they look like or issues with how they think they should look. It's so mental. It's this mental game that we play with ourselves. It's the mind just continually keeping us in this trap of you should look differently. You should be different. You should be, you should be better. It's all of these things. It's just this mind that keeps us in this swirl, and especially with women. And my friend Charlene is also in the beauty industry and the fitness industry. And I was in the beauty industry for over 14 years, which was also pretty impactful, being around women and being around the magazines, always having these magazines on my station of essentially 17-year-olds on covers of magazines, which is what we're supposed to look like, right? And I love what Charlene wrote about her going to the beaches. She just took a road trip and she was going to the beaches in California. And she was looking around, and literally it was about 1% of the population of women that had this, perfect body that she strives for or that women strive for. And it was 1%. And the majority of women, we all have normal bodies, normal things that we're dealing with, but we all think this 1% is what we should be looking like. We all think, and this is true for men too. Men think that she was talking about how men can't get big enough or can't have enough muscles. It's this constant mind taking us into what we think we should be instead of just being happy with what we are, loving what we have, accepting. Really, I think it's before loving, you even have to just accept what you have and work with that. But it's all in the mind. It's all up here. Like I said, I know some fitness professionals, and I hear that it's even worse. It's even, worse in that profession, beauty industry, fitness industry. It becomes this obsession to be perfect when I don't even think we know what perfect really is. What is perfect? Airbrushed, photoshopped. And we strive, we just strive to look photoshopped, and we're never going to get there. And so it's this constant battle with ourselves. I'm telling you, to look back on my life and realize that I've always at some point thought that I should look differently is pretty crazy. yeah, and even and it's still a thing, and I feel so, I mean, I love myself on a whole new level now, but it's still these thoughts that come in. So anyways, I love talking about this kind of stuff because I know that so many of us can relate to this, can relate to wanting our bodies to look differently or thinking that we should be different. And it all starts with just accepting what we look like, accepting what is it? Accepting what we look like, accepting who we are. This is like a lesson for myself also, right? Because something's got to give. We can't keep going like this. And I think that posts like Charlene's and videos like Charlene's, just totally naming, her, what she thought were, big thighs, and she's just so beautiful. It like is crazy for me to look at her photos and think that she thought these things about herself when I look at them and all I see is beauty, right? And I think she said that too. We all think that we have this horrible thing going on with our body and that we all look this horrible way, but other people look at us and see us and they see how beautiful we are, or they can't believe, like they cannot fathom that we would have these own thoughts about about ourselves. So I don't know. It's an interesting conversation to have, and I think that it's a big one because body dysmorphia, if you want to name it that, and it doesn't even have to be something that's named. It can just be, again, how we think of ourselves, how we look at ourselves, how we love ourselves. We have got to start changing this. And I'm actually going to bring Charlene on and do a live with her about all of this because her and I do have such similar backgrounds in this. And luckily we are overcoming and here to talk about it with other people, which is awesome. So she's just fantastic. So I think it's going to be an awesome conversation. And I love bringing other people on my lives because it's so great to hear other stories and how people deal with what it is, how she's dealt with this body dysmorphia and how she's basically saying like, screw you, screw this body dysmorphia. I'm freaking loving myself right now. I'm over it. I'm sick of spending my life wishing that I was something else, wishing that I looked differently, wishing our life away, when really we are so amazing and so incredible. And these bodies are miracles, right? My body took me on this amazing bike ride today and these hikes, and we get to just use these beautiful machines however we want. And she speaks about that too, about how healthy and strong her body really is and how that is so important to remember. So anyways, I get really fired up about this. So I'm excited for the live that I'm going to do with her because I'm sure we're going to have some good stuff to talk about. So anyways, my live for today, I am signing off. Have a great evening, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and tomorrow I'm going to be on a live with another friend of mine, Mia, who is freaking amazing. So we're going to go live tomorrow at around 3 p.m. and talk about some incredible stuff, the paradigm shifts that need to happen regarding women's roles and relationships and moms and all kinds of good stuff. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.